your first name and like change your last name and spell it different. You know what I mean?
Teach
Like,
kids how to lie to the cops. Just putting that out there.
yeah, because he's like, don't get caught in a lie lying to the cops because they're gonna ask you questions over and over. So he's like, make it simple. Be Jeremy Smith. I'm like, oh, that's easy. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought you were gonna use like Brian O'Connor.
No, make sure it's something you can spell too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would you do?
I mean, so when before I could drive, I mean, we would just skate spots that we could skate to on foot. So I would skate at my junior high on the weekends, hop the fence, go skate the benches, skate, behind loading docks, behind the supermarket, just simple shit like that. And then as we got older and we were able to drive, we were able to expand out and just, you had a network of friends. So all the videos you would watch would be like, oh, my friend knows where that spot is.
Let's go.
Yeah, ask him what the directions are. We're going to go there this weekend, that type of thing. Because when I grew up, like, skate parks weren't really everywhere.
No, there wasn't. There probably wasn't that many back then.
No,
There was a few, like,
and they were private ones. It was like Simi Valley Skate Lab or Ventura Skate Street.
Yeah, I remember the skate lab.
That we could go like every so often. We would go there, but like everything I learned was either in my backyard or in the streets.
Yep.
So I'm really grateful for that era because I had to learn in the actual real terrain that we were filming in, which I think had a lot of benefits. Because I think if you just grow up in a skate park, it'll make you kind of a little bit soft, not used to the streets, like the different rugged textures and terrains, and like nothing's ever perfect. You got cracks and you got whatever distractions, cars, people walking by, different things that you have to like.
Having your buddy like hold traffic. All right, go,
yeah.
Not to
so
get
like,
hit by a car.
That
like having that awareness
trains
too.
Your focus, your concentration, your awareness. I think if you grew up only in a skate park to then finally transition into the street, it might be a little harder.
Yeah, so. I feel like the route you took was like learn on the hard stuff, and then the skate park stuff got easier.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have to worry about like them welding knobs on rails. Like I remember like when we were younger, we would show up to spots and there would be knobs on rails or on the ledges. Like you're like, oh, go get your dad's drill. Let's break this off, or let's cut this rail. Sure. We would steal rails sometimes and just take them to our backyard and like concrete them in the yard. Like, yo, this rail's sick. Sure. Let's just fuck it, take it. You know,
we would steal benches out of schools, like the good fiberglass benches or the butter
set
benches.
Up the table, like all that stuff. Yeah.
I look at like the landscape of like action sports, and we always talk about this, like the culture of sponsorships and money, and the way even Jackson or Santo Studio or the Jackson Media House looks at working with athletes. But we feel like the format, and I always talk to P-Rod about this, I literally will call him, give him 30 ideas about like a skateboard event, and he'll be
You'll remember too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Talking 100 miles
I'm the same way.
Yeah, and then I'm always like thinking to myself, like, how could I just like get some money and help like a skater like win a best trick or do this or do that? And P-Rod's been involved with some amazing events that we've seen. But I look at the SLS and the format, the vibe, the competition, and you see like that's kind of outside of their norm to just go to like Santa Monica and say we want to do this. Normally they're building like a kind of like building their own skate park in a stadium or an arena.
Right.